There is the green flag, here come the lights. The first sprint of the season, moments away. And we're underway and sprinting to turn number one. The pulse hitter Lewis Hamilton chops across Max Verstappen. He needed to interrupt his momentum into the first turn. The top three are as they were. Charles Leclerc is remaining in fourth place. It's George Russell trying to apply the pressure. Hamilton applied the chop. Getting out of it, the second Ferrari of Charles Leclerc had a look at Oscar Piastri. He wasn't able to make the move. Russell and Norris are close. The top five are as they were. Can anyone make that late dive bomb move into turn six? Not at the moment. And now Norris could get shuffled back, will get shuffled back. He's lost a couple of places. He tumbles down to ninth.
Yeah, just got pushed a little bit wide on the curb on the braking into the turn, and a little bit scrappy from Norris being in that mid-pack there.
This is the second Mercedes then of Kimi Antonelli, who is still behind Yuki Tsunoda. And we're going to get a look. There we go at Lando, just slipping wide. There was no one on his inside. I think he caught himself out on the brakes, didn't want to run into the back of Russell, so just meanders to the outside of the road, drops a wheel on the grass and drops another 2 places.
Late on the brakes for George Russell, and it's a move that takes him up the order to fourth position. He makes that move at turn 14.
Yeah, that's a good move from Russell. So Leclerc spent most of the first lap harrowing the first of the McLarens in Oscar Piastri, and then just didn't have the speed on the straight, and George Russell just sneaks up the inside.
At the hairpin.
And oh, the contact there.
Late on the brakes from Liam Lawson in the Navy Red Bull into the side of Jack Doohan. Those two have raced each other in the lower formula in the past, and that was elbows out.
He's desperate to show a bit of punchiness now, isn't he, after a really difficult start to his Red Bull time.
Wonderful pictures of the best overtaking opportunity on the racetrack. And further back, Liam Lawson is now past Esteban Ocon. He's up to P17.
Yeah, that's the sort of progress that he definitely needs to make.
Slightly wider moment for Lewis Hamilton. Max Verstappen, nose cam for the 4-time world champion. Chasing down the 7-time champion of the world. These two all-time greats putting on a show in Shanghai.
This is like for last year, isn't it? Hamilton leading the sprint, Verstappen coming through. It was from 4th on the grid last year, managed to win the sprint. Hamilton held the early laps. We've got the same. This time he's in a much more competitive car, the Ferrari, around this weekend. Norris, in fact, is just dropping away from Lance Stroll.
Incredible sentence at the start of the weekend. Once again, late on the brakes for Isaac Hadjar. And the French driver this time looks like he's got a way through. And he has so, past Bortoleto, past Gasly, and now Hadjar has got up to 14th place. Couple of cars and a couple of laps, bit of debris there coming off as Gasly tries to retake the position into the first turn. Lawson's to the inside of Bortoleto as Gasly tries the long way round to reclaim the place. Bortoleto gets by, Gasly retakes the position, or does he? The two Frenchmen wheel to wheel, the Alpine gets ahead, Gasly back to P14.
Well, great racing, and well, all the experience of Gasly to know that covering off the inside, well, you're going to have to compromise your entry speed, and it's worked for him to get the place back this time.
Pierre Gasly claiming a 4th position improved in the sprint. That's how he got past Carlos Sainz in the Williams.
It's really difficult to make a move at turn 1. We've seen it from further back. You've got to get your rivals offline in the hairpin and then the final corner, because you can't just send a dive into the first corner.
Meanwhile, his teammates, he's running all alone. Norris 3 seconds behind Stroll. There must be an issue with that McLaren.
Talking of an issue, Sainz, I think, has a problem. He's just been passed by Isaac Hadjar and Liam Lawson, and he has been brought into the pits, and the Williams tumbles down to the back of the field.
How can we help? Do you have any pace?
No. I'm flat out.
Look at the gap now. You've got half a second. Closest Piastri's been all the way through. Hamilton has checked out front, and the Australian driver is finally in the wheel track to the part of the circuit he would want to be. From the slipstream to second place for Oscar Piastri. Verstappen will try and hang on, but his tyres are gone, and so is the McLaren. Does Piastri have enough left in his fronts to chase down Lewis Hamilton, or is 2.7 seconds just too much on laps 16 and 19? Here's Pierre Gasly, who is going to improve another position. This is going to be the 5th one that he's gained, up against Ollie Behrman, and all the way around the outside.
Leclerc's really, really close to the back of the Mercedes, not going to make it through there, and they're both heading towards the podium.
We did see it in Australia in that dry first into the race. The Red Bull very hard on its tyres and slipping out of contention. This is like the first lap. We've got Leclerc and Russell nudging each other.
We've got a problem. It's 30. It's undrivable. I cannot turn the car at all.
It may be undrivable, but he's driving his way to the outside of the Mercedes, who's always going to get shut down there. He has got definitely a couple of chances on this final lap to find a way through.
Lewis Hamilton is into the final corners. In this storied career, Hamilton will write a new chapter, and this time it's written in red. Lewis Hamilton wins for Ferrari for the first time in Formula One. He's left them all behind. A winner now for McLaren, Mercedes, and now Ferrari in Formula One. Second for Oscar Piastri. Max Verstappen clings on to third. Russell in fourth. Leclerc couldn't get by. Tsunoda, Antonelli, and Norris, the last of the point scorers.
It's a P1, baby.
Great job, guys. Woo. Yes. Good job, mate.
Good job, Lewis. Well managed. Congrats.
And what happened at the very end of the race? Here comes the answer. He's trying to make the move on Gabriel Bortoleto. It's a late send. It's a lock-up. It's a tap round. And it's a park-up for most of the field as Doohan finishes towards the back. Bortoleto and Hülkenberg get by along with Carlos Sainz, who had to stop in that race. Formula One's statistical greatest driver with Formula One's most famous team, now a winning combination in 2 races, and he will use that as a foundation. What he will love at the end of that one is how much pace he still had in reserve.